Tell him to move one of your signs. It's crooked and my OCD's freaking out.
I just pressed record.
Oh. The one all the way on your left, all the way over by the pineapple.
That's one?
That way.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
My OCD's like, move it.
Better?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Better? Okay. Oh my God.
Can I make a confession really quick, even though I know it's recording?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I have not done anything Beachbody business at all in probably 3 months.
Okay.
And I had no idea we were doing a power hour. So I was like, now I'm freaking out because I haven't even talked to anybody.
But that's okay. What better time than to start right now when in good company, right?
Yeah.
It's good to have you here, Angie. I got to tell you, it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not going to make you guys work an entire hour because I respect your time, and I know you guys all have families, and it's the holiday season, so I'm sure you got either more Christmas shopping to do or Christmas wrapping, or you just want to binge watch Christmas movies, whatever it is. I'm going to respect that. But I do want to get some key points of a power hour in. So I'm going to tell you guys what we are going to do in the time that we have, okay? So first, we are going to answer messages that are in our inbox or email or unread text messages, any messages that have come into our presence in the last 24 hours that we have not responded to, and we're also going to do follow-ups.
Can you bring me my phone, please?
So anyone that you've been in contact with over the past, and either they fell through the crack, because unfortunately sometimes that does happen. Either they've fallen through the crack, or they were challengers. This would be perfect for you, Angie, if they were, or anybody actually, if they were a challenger of yours a while ago or last month or whatever. You can follow up with them, asking them how they're doing, how are they continuing on their own journey, things like that. Or if someone recently reached out to you saying that they were interested in X, Y, and Z, whether it's coaching, whether it's a challenge group, a clean eating group, anything like that. Hey, Jessica, it's good to have you on. You can follow up with people that you've asked or invited to coaching, clean eating group, whatever in the past. You can follow up with them. But so the first portion of this, we are going to be focusing on messages and follow-ups. How I like to start my power hour. It's funny because I don't want to be talking a lot through this, but I have OCD in certain ways. Like I like clutter too, but my OCD is if my inbox or my email is full, it drives me crazy. I always feel like I have something left unfinished. And if I don't start there, then it's always going to be in the back of my mind. If I'm starting to reach out to people, if I start adding new friends to my network, if I start going into my challenge groups or whatever, I don't give my full 100%, because in my back of my mind, I'm like, I have these unread messages that need to be tended to. So that's why I always put messages first. The second thing we're going to do, we're going to dive into inviting. Okay. And I usually tell coaches to do inviting first, because that technically is a lot of people's frog, meaning that's the hardest thing for a lot of coaches to do. But before I put the invites out there, I like to have clarity of all my messages already returned, so I could go into inviting with clear head, clear message space. Third thing we're going to do is check in our groups. We want to be the biggest and the best challenger no matter what in our groups, whether we have our own group that we are running as a coach, or we're a part of a group simply as a challenger. Then fourth, we're going to make new friends. And my big focus is on Instagram, because I love finding people that vibe with me, that like the same things that I like, that are boy moms, that have the same struggles as I have. And I find all those people through hashtags. And then lastly, we are going to end the call with the adding value post on social media. Okay. So if you ladies can hang that long, we are going to do a post of adding value. Okay. So, Jessica, because you hopped on just a smidgen late, we are doing a live power hour. So I was breaking down everything that we are doing. And this is great because if you've never done a power hour, or like Angie, she let everyone know that, you know, she hasn't worked the business in 3 months. So maybe people need time off. Maybe life has been hectic because it's the holidays, or you're moving, or, you know, there's so much chaos going on. And as a new Beachbody coach, or even as a seasoned coach, sometimes you really don't know what a power hour is. You don't know the steps that you need to take in order to be successful, right? So that's why I'm doing this with you guys, because I want to be successful. I want you guys to be successful. So let's get to work. So first things first, we are going to go through any messages, whether it's email, text message. Maybe you are like me. If someone texts me and my phone accidentally opens, because I don't have an unread feature on my phone. Oh, maybe I do. I just got a new phone, so I don't even know anymore. But if I read it and I am in a spot in my day where I cannot respond, I feel horrible for not texting back. Then I always get chewed out, like, oh my God, that was so yesterday. Do you guys ever do that? Like, I responded like 24 hours later, whatever. So if you have unread messages, or if you read them and never responded, maybe it's on your Instagram and your direct messages, wherever people can contact you, this is where we're going to start. We're going to spend 10 minutes checking messages. If you have no messages anywhere, this is a great time to follow up with people that you've talked about Beachbody with before. Maybe follow up with somebody that you've reached out to, or that reached out to you on social media saying you're an inspiration, or, oh my gosh, I wish I had the motivation you do. Or maybe you've seen recently that one of your friends has been struggling in some way, shape, or form. You can follow up with them, see how they're doing, start connecting with them, start building that relationship. So I'm going to set my bomb timer, my literal bomb timer, for 10 minutes. And we are going to get to work. Now, just to let you guys know, if you have a question, or if you if you need advice or anything, you can unmute yourself. But right now, we're doing some work. I don't know if you guys just heard, but Michael is singing in the background. That was kind of funny. Oh, one more tip for you guys on Facebook Messenger. What I always say and what I do is I start with the oldest message first, and then I work my way up. That way, the person that has responded to me, like the furthest away from me or the furthest away from the recent time, they get answered first. And then I don't respond back until all my messages have been answered. That's how I work it.
Okay, so I totally messaged somebody. I was terrified to message. As you can see, I'm in my car and actually, like, I don't know if you can see, but somewhere back there, Matthew passed out on me. So I took full advantage and messaged a gal that I have really mixed feelings about because she seems nice and then she seems snippy. But she posted yesterday about a 21-day fixed challenge group, like, hey, any of my Beachbody friends? And I liked the post because I didn't want to come off all weird and salesy. So I just invited her to the VIP group. So.
Yay! That's awesome.
Well, he's supposed to be going into Fred Meyer right now, but, you know, whatever.
Okay, so this might sound stupid, but like I said, I haven't been really doing much with the business aspect. What is the VIP group?
Okay, so I hosted, or maybe it wasn't an entire call about it, but I touched on how I started recently doing a VIP group for my coaches and my challenger, my personally, you know how I run team-wide groups?
Mm-hmm.
And like we all, you know, as leaders, you team up with your coaches and you host big challenge groups with them, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I started noticing that some of my coaches and some of my challengers, after the first 30 days, they would fall off the wagon. And I didn't want to just be a coach to them for 30 days, right? Like, this is a lifestyle change. We promote a lifestyle change. It's not a quick fix. So I wanted to give something to them that was ongoing. So I decided to make my own VIP group. So whether they graduated from a 7-day free clean eating group or a 21-day fix group or a launch group or whatever, if I was their coach, if they were a customer or a challenger, they would enter in this group, right? And it's like mine is personal, like mine is called like Becoming Unstoppable. And like each day has a different theme, which reminds me I need to buffer some more posts to get that shit. Girls, you need to remind me. Missy, you're good at that. But like mine is completely themed. So I still have my Motivational Monday, Tasty Tuesday. We all share Shakeology recipes, Workout Wednesday, you know, things like that. I know Nicole and Danny have one together that they actually let me a part of, which is pretty freaking fascinating because they're both a riot and I love them. But just having some place where you like, they're all your babies basically, and where everyone can continue on their journey, and you know, just a place for you to hold them accountable and support them ongoing besides that first initial 30 days or 7 days.
Okay.
Oh, you can knock that off.
Hey, Vicki, what's up with that Fixate group you had me set up?
Yeah, I was supposed to hop in there yesterday. Dude, this is what I'm telling you. Like, I have not worked my business since Friday. I haven't even worked out since Friday. My mind is a hot mess. Like, right before this call, I actually was the first, like, 15 minutes before this call, I sat down for the first time in, like, 4 days. Like, it's stupid.
I feel you.
I failed.
Is it supposed to be prep week right now, or is it actually supposed to be starting right now?
No, it's supposed to be prep week right now. So
okay, well then it's cool.
So actually, what I can do right after inviting, when we check in with our groups, I could buffer that shit out real quick and stop being an ass leader.
Nice. No, it's all good. I was just like, did I fuck it up? Like, did I do something wrong? Because you hadn't been in there at all. So
no, you're good. Yeah, all my notifications have went wonky. So if you actually could real quick send me the link to the group through Messenger so I could hop in there.
You bet.
Oh my gosh, it's been a hot mess, guys.
You guys are doing a Fixate group? What's that?
It's just the name that I named it. It's a 21-day fix group, but I call it like the New Year Fixate. So basically it's a 21-day fix group. I don't know. Sometimes I try to be creative and name groups something other than 21-day fix, December group, you know. That's all.
Nice.
Okay. All right, Missy. Okay. So our 10 minutes is up. And like I said, I didn't want to keep you guys on for a full hour. So now what we are going to do, now what we are going to do, and we're going to spend the next 10 minutes. Okay, so here, something real quick. And some of you guys know this in the Diamond Mine group that I'm running. So there's this thing called that always remember 50-10. Okay. So you should always have 50 people on your contact list from the week before. Angie, this may be a little hard for you. So this is something that you can start building right now. It's completely okay. No shame in your game, girlfriend, because you've had other stuff going on, which is completely fine. But so 50, you want to connect with 50 people a week, right? And at first we may think, wow, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, but not really. Because if you make 5 different posts on 3 different social media outlets and you get 10 likes on one, you get 20 likes on another, you get 30 likes on another, reach out and connect with all those people. Simple as that. If you search on a hashtag of something that you vibe with, go like 5 people. Go like 5 people's posts. Go comment on another 5 people. Go search a different hashtag. You can always find 50 people that you vibe with, that you're not just finding people to find people, because we're not like that. But always have a list of 50 people that you've connected with. And then 10 people it's going to be your hot list. These are people that you think would make awesome coaches because they totally get your vibe. Like you guys are on the same wavelength. Or you've talked to them about the 21-day fix group that they've been so adamant about joining. Like they're getting married in 3 months and they want to feel confident. Or maybe they have a high school reunion coming up or a big event and they want to reach or achieve a certain goal. Or maybe you reached out to a friend and they're like, okay, I need an income. I need something else because what I'm doing is not working, or whatever. Something where you have like sturdy foundation of a conversation. That's going to be your hot list. And that's going to be a list of 10 people. So whether they move forward or they block you, they do not come off this list of 10. Okay. So always have a list of 50, which is your contacts from the previous week, and a list of 10. And like I said, like Katrina, Nicole, Missy, you guys should know from our group that we're doing right now, because we've talked about that in one of the homework assignments. But so 50 contacts. And then this is going to help you when it comes to inviting, because when you're following up with the people that are on your hot list, right? The people that you've already talked to, the people that you've already built relationships with, because you don't want to invite straight ahead. You don't want to be like, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. I'm running a challenge group next Monday. You want to join? Because they're going to be like, did you just send me a friend request so you can add me to your group? I mean, I appreciate you at least asking to add me to your group instead of just thinking that I want to be added to your group like some people do. But we don't want people to feel that way, right? So you want to build that relationship and add value to them and see how you can serve them. And then your list of 50, your contacts, are the ones that you're going to start building relationships with, are the ones you're going to get to know. How can you serve them, right? And then that leads to inviting, because you don't know how you can serve them unless you find that out, right? Okay, so if you do not have a list of 50 or a list of 10, that's perfectly fine. We're going to spend 5 minutes sending out a couple invites. And I'm not saying cold invites. Don't do as I just said hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. Let's coach together or anything like that. What I want you to do is start building that relationship, that foundation. So later on, you can bring it up or see how you can serve them. Okay?
Most of my follow-ups just kind of turned into invites because it's people who are like, hey, next time you have a group, include me. So, I mean, that's not a cold invite because it's a follow-up, right?
Right,
okay.
Absolutely. And that's funny that you say that, because when you're consistent, that's exactly what happens.
Consistent me?
Yeah, right. Hey, Brett.
Sweet. Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, my kid was talking to me. Are we adding people right now?
You're inviting.
Oh, we're inviting. Okay.
Logan, it's work time.
Damn kids.
Damn kid. Okay. It's funny, my timer didn't go off this time. Weird. Okay. We are going to take a break from inviting. And now we're going to go check in with our groups. Okay. So the one thing that we have to remember is just like the flight attendants say in the airplane, you need to put your mask on first before you help someone else put on theirs, right? So just like that, we are coaches, which means we need to take care of our mental and physical being, which means we cannot help others unless we are working on ourselves first. So we need to be the best challenger. And I'm going to be humble with you guys and let you guys know that I've been a shitty challenger because I haven't worked out since Friday. And I've ate more pizza this past 4 days because it's convenient and you can eat that shit on paper plates. But it's been a grip. So I'm going to go in my group right now and I'm going to be humble and say, hey, how's it going, everybody? Because it's been a while. But always be the best challenger. And no matter what you did today or last week, you can do better tomorrow. And that's what I'm going to do for myself. I'm not saying that's what you guys need to do, but we always need to be the best challenger. And also, when you're in your challenge groups, celebrate everybody. Be their support. It's not about just your challengers. It's not about just the people that you know. We're all in this ride together. We're all in this together. So give people some feedback. Give some support. Show some love. So we're going to spend the next 5 minutes doing that. Maxie. Shh.
Take 20 minutes to keep to 400. I started at 5 minutes after you started. 20 minutes to sit there and get that 101, 102, 20 minutes.
All right. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to spend, okay. So here's the thing. As a Beachbody coach, we never want to exhaust our warm market. And I think for the majority of people on here, I'm sure you have come to a crossing point in your business where you're like, I've asked everybody I know about Beachbody, right? We never want to get to that point. That's why if you guys have ever read or looked at the invitation guide in the doc section of the Big Team page, it tells you how to do, how to build your cold market before you exhaust your warm market, right? That's why we always want to be connecting with people on Instagram. We always want to be connecting to people with Facebook. The easiest way to do this is first, anyone that likes or comments on anything of yours on social media, send them a hey, thank you. Hey, thank you for supporting my workout video. I truly appreciate the support. Hey, thanks for commenting on my selfie. Hey, thank you for watching my video. Hey, thank you for this. Hey, thank you for liking my page. I really appreciate the support. All you are doing is showing up and saying thank you, right? Because how cool would it be if something that you like or someone that you admire or look up to, after you liked or commented on something on their page, they reached out to you and said, hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. You'd be like, what? Oh my gosh, you're taking the time out, right? Like you guys know that's a big deal. So that's the easiest way you can do it. Second easiest way is to use hashtags. And I already talked about them during this. If you know your brand, if you know the type of people that you're looking for, or if you know who you are, it's easier. But if you don't know, it takes a little bit of time, and that's okay, because I promise you, the time that you put into finding out who you are and who you want to attract is more powerful in your business, because you're going to be dedicating the posts that you write to this person. You're going to be able to build better relationships because they're going to be like you instead of someone completely opposite that you don't vibe with at all. And it's going to make things easier and more authentic. So that's why creating hashtags that make you or that are part of your vibe or a part of your tribe are very beneficial. Okay? Excuse me. So we are going to spend 5 minutes looking up people, whether you use Instagram, whether you use Facebook. I actually had Dana the other day go live about how she utilizes groups on Facebook. If you did not watch that video, make sure you watch that video. She posted it on the Big Team page. But make sure that you guys are not just sending, if you guys do the friend request on Facebook, send them a message and not just let them accept your message or friend request and then do nothing, or send them a thumbs up or some kind of emoji. You know, there has to be purpose behind it, right? So we're going to spend 5 minutes adding to our network and making new friends. All right. My camera's still going. But okay, we're going to do one last thing here. So you could invite all day long. You could create new friends all day long. But if you could add new friends all day long. You could try to invite all day long. But the thing is, if you are not present on social media, if you are not serving those that follow you on social media, when you try to send a friend request, or if someone has been following you for a while, they need to know that they're going to get something from you, that you're not just wanting something from them. And that's why it's so important. If those of you who are on the call that Meg Wazinski guest spoke on our team call, she's a millionaire. So I would suggest that her her advice is legit. But she says you don't need to worry about posting 5-6 times a day. You know, like a lot of us, we thought that's what we had to do. The thing that we want to do is have 2 quality posts every day. 2, just 2. You could do 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. However you break it up, 2, but it has to add value, right? So when people come to your page, they're going to be like, am I feeling lifted up? Are they serving me? Am I getting something from them, right? Because we all know those pages that we follow, or those people that we like, or whatever, that we get to their page And we leave feeling better. We leave feeling lighter. We leave with value, right? We also know what it's like when we follow or we have friends that we scroll across their page and they drain us, right? I know y'all know what I'm talking about, and you're just like, damn, I really wish I didn't see that today, or I wish I didn't read that, or, you know, things like that. So it's so important to add value. And sometimes we can think like, I don't have much of a story yet, or I don't know what to share value with. I don't know what kind of content to share. Here's the thing that I always suggest. Think back on prior to day one, right before you started your journey. What did you need to hear? What did you need to know that you know now? What kind of things could have helped you start before? Does that make sense to you guys? Was it a little motivation? Was it a tip on how to meal prep? Was it a tip on how to drink more water? Was it a tip how to time manage? Was it a tip on how to get going when you don't want to, or when you have no time? Or how to forgive yourself when you feel uber guilty because you ate chocolate cake or haven't worked out in 4 days? Okay, so I want you guys to create a post, and I'm actually going to let you guys go so you guys can do this, because I have a feeling some people are going to be taking selfies, me included, so we're just going to be like this, right? But this is something that I want you guys to do when we sign off. Create a post. And I'm telling you guys this, never ever spend longer than 2 to 3 minutes on a post, because it wastes time, right? If it's not on your heart, then you're forcing it. So don't sit there and be like, I need to come up with the perfect wording. I need to make the perfect picture. I need to do all this. It's not about perfection. It's what you have to say, and it's what's in your heart that matters. Okay, guys? So after we end this call, you are going to create a post of adding value, something that you needed to know before you started your journey. Okay? But before that, I'm ending the recording, so thanks for watching the recording.